you for real? For real? For real? For real? For real? I mean, it's time you figure it out. Are you for real? For real? For real? I mean, it's time you figure it
Life we live, and it's about everyday people, real people. Just a situation they're going through, good or bad, whatever you're willing to share.
Alright, well, I guess I'll start. My name's Jonathan Green. I'm originally from Rutherford County, which is up in the foothills of North Carolina. I moved out here to Charlotte to get into recovery. I graduated rebound. I have relapsed, but they say that's a part of recovery. So we're back in recovery now, going to meetings and stuff.
And what's rebound? What's your drug of choice?
My drug of choice was bad. Mine was fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
That's your goal?
Yeah.
You want to touch on that a little bit? How did you progress to fentanyl?
In 2004, I was run over by a crane. 24 tons run over my leg. And it all started out with that magic piece of paper the doctor gives you.
Right, that prescription.
Yeah, and then they stopped. And me and my now ex-wife had about a $300 a day pill habit. Don't know how we was affording it, other than I was just robbing everybody blind I could.
Right, which pills?
Percocet.
Percocet.
And I finally had a friend come over one day, and he said, "Look, Jonathan, if you'll give me $20, you won't have to spend that $300 a day." And I thought it was heroin. Turned out at the time it was still fentanyl. I just didn't know it. And so that started that.
So it just progressed. It didn't even progress. You just got introduced to somebody that had other stuff.
Yeah, I can save you $200 and something a day with this little white powder, man.
So how did you find out it was fentanyl?
After so long, I actually found some heroin with somebody, and it didn't touch it. Like fentanyl, it's trash heroin is the best way to put it, because it's 1,000 times more addictive, and it hijacks everything a lot worse than heroin does. But it's also once you've done fentanyl, heroin don't touch your shakes. And come out to Rebound, which is a recovery thing in uptown Charlotte. Great program. I advise anybody who's battling addiction, who needs help, go to Rebound. Good program.
They can just look that up.
Yeah, it's actually called Charlotte
Rescue Mission.
Yeah, Charlotte Rescue Mission Rebound Men's Homeless Shelter. Not in that order. And so I graduated Rebound, come out in recovery, relapsed. Went back to Rutherford County, and now I'm back in Charlotte with my fiance, and back in recovery, just currently homeless, which sucks, but there are worse places to be homeless, if that makes any sense to anybody, especially where I'm from.
Right.
There are resources here in Charlotte if somebody needs them, just not where I'm from.
Right.
So,
What's your triggers before we keep going? What's your triggers? So how did you relapse?
I relapsed because I was doing real good, man. I was in an Oxford house. Me and her were engaged. I had a full-time job. Everything was jamming. I was just so used to the chaos and so used to struggling. I didn't know how to act once everything went good. If that makes sense.
Yes, sir, it does.
All right, so once everything went good, I had to myself create the struggle. And so I did that, and but as far as triggers, stupidest trigger in the world, maybe somebody out there can relate, but walking down the street, I don't know if you know what a bindle is.
No, what's that?
That's what you get your drugs in. Basically, it's the corner of a bag, right?
Right.
All right, so...
You mean like a bundle?
Yeah, like a bundle, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so one of my big things when I was in active addiction was I would chew on mine.
Okay.
After my drugs were gone, I would chew on them.
Right.
So when I'm walking down the street and I see them laying around, because they're everywhere in Charlotte, it makes me want to chew on one. It don't make me want to relapse. It just brings up that
Yeah.
craving.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Totally get that. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean,
homelessness. I mean, you could jump in at any time. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Sam. I'm
Sam.
from Hickory, North Carolina. I started using at the age of 14.
How old
I was
are you now?
introduced to, I'm 26.
Okay.
I was introduced to drugs by my parents, pretty much.
They were users.
My parents were, and my mom was the first person to ever put a needle in my arm.
What do you mean? Literally or
Literally.
You want to go on that? That's interesting.
My mom was allowing me to be sexually abused and thought that it would numb the pain of me being sexually abused to introduce me to meth.
Wow. And the sexual abuse was happening in the home?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that a later day.
Yeah.
Because I hope after this we will continue to
oh
build.
yes, sir.
And that's
I
one
will,
thing.
yeah, we
okay.
will check in with you
Okay.
most definitely.
Okay, so
yes.
we don't have to go all the way into everything. Right
Okay.
now.
But I was introduced to meth by my mother at 14. Pretty much used every day until I turned 18, found out I was pregnant with my first daughter, stopped using until I had my second daughter and my kids were taken away because of a mental health crisis. I started.
What mental health issues do you have?
I'm paranoid schizophrenic.
Okay. Do you have your medicine? Is it better
I
now?
take medication every month. Well, I take an injection every other month.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But I started using again without my kids because I was just like, there's really nothing here for me at this point. I didn't care. I lost everything I cared about because my kids were my everything.
Right.
Like, my daughters were everything to me.
Right. And is there still a possibility you can get them back?
My oldest daughter, yes. My youngest daughter, I allowed to be adopted shortly after birth because I was homeless and still am.
Okay.
But, well, homeless again at this point, but
Okay. And I would like to help you guys as we continue to grow and build our relationship. I'd like to help you guys in any way that I can to try to get back to whatever you guys look like, whatever it looks like to you guys to get,
And
where you want to be.
the one place that we like yesterday, and yesterday was wild. So we're right next to a train station here in Charlotte.
Facts.
Yeah, right there. So if you go one train stop up, it's Woodlawn, right? And there was a man at Bojangles, one of the managers up there actually fed us one day. Well, yesterday we made enough money here. I was like, let's go eat. What do you want? She's like, I want Bojangles. So we went to his Bojangles.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him if he remembered us, and he said, yeah. And before we walked out of there, me and her both have jobs now.
Okay.
We're going to go to work for Bojangles. And hopefully, I don't care if it's a motel or where it's at, in a couple of weeks, we'll be off the street.
Right.
So, but yeah, he offered us jobs on the spot.
That's good, man.
Yeah, and biggest, I don't know, man.
You guys are workers, right? You can manage and make it to work.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And see, that's the biggest thing right now is,
the biggest thing is it's hard to get clean on the streets.
yes,
Facts.
like,
Facts.
somebody can want to be off drugs really bad, but if you're homeless, you've got nowhere to go, you've got no support, it's really hard, dude.
Really hard.
Yeah.
You know, so what you guys have a job coming, so what else is a step towards progress to get you guys back into a place and just at a base level?
Well, one of the biggest things for me is you know NAAA?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, one of the biggest things for me was going and picking, I don't know if I got it in my pocket right now. No, I ain't got, I went and picked up my white chip again last week.
Okay.
So we're back on the recovery wagon.
Okay.
And I don't know, man, the biggest, like you for instance, just people showing that, people treating you like a human being.
Right. And see, I was going to ask that too. That's one thing I hadn't done in the interviews, and I was like, I should ask, well, like, how can the public help you guys more Because I see you guys out here with a sign,
Yeah.
and how can the public help you guys more? Other than the people that do help and give you money,
Well,
how, like, and for an example, is there a certain way they can just treat you better? Is it like give you a water or
Yeah,
at least wave or some shit?
wave at somebody. If you see somebody on the street, don't treat them like they've got a disease. We're not contagious. We just screwed up.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
That's the only way I know to put it.
right.
We ain't contagious. We just screwed up, and I am glad. Like that. That's a beautiful car, man.
Thank you.
I love that car.
Thank you, brother. It's a project. I'm working on it.
I heard that, and I've talked to police before, and there's a lot of people who don't realize this till they think about it. A lot of people out there, the only difference between where I'm at and where they're at is the wrong decision on the wrong day.
Definitely.
Yep.
And that,
What up, bro?
but just like the police will tell you, I'm a police right now, and I'm like, yeah, and the cop told me one time, he said, the only difference between me and you is you got caught, I didn't.
Facts. Yep.
And that's it, man. We're all human. And
Yeah.
just wave, say hey, drop somebody a water. It don't have to be money. Because Lord knows, like, I've took money from people out here on the street before and went and got straight and got high.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie about it.
Right.
But like, it's not always about the money. A biscuit. Go to Bojangles and pick somebody up a biscuit,
Right.
man, you know?
Right.
That's the only thing I know.
Right. What do you think? What do you think?
Just treating people more like they're not a disease. Like, yes, we're homeless, but we're trying to get back into, normal society
Right.
and normal life.
Right.
Normal's a bad word.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Because we all are normal when you really,
Yeah,
it's just everybody's different.
Yeah.
Different situations. So I salute you guys. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Just trying to get back, or we're still trying to get back into an actual normal routine, working, all that. We've been trying. It's just happened to be for us situation after situation after situation that's
Right.
kept things going as long as they have been.
Right. And that's how life is. Life
Hey.
never stops.
That's what I was about to say on hers, the situation after situation. That, in no way is that an excuse, because we all have them thrown at us every day.
Right.
We know that. It's just, like I said, the only difference between where I'm at and where you're at is the wrong decision on the wrong day.
Right. And that's a perfect segue into I was an addict. Well, I'm still an addict. Once you're an addict, always an addict.
you're always
what I
an
mean? And but I no longer use that drug. I used to use cocaine or whatnot. And so I was at the bottom just a couple years ago, homeless, living in a hotel, lost my job, lost everything. And so that's part of my motivation to come out here to try to give back and try to bring some awareness, and also, just bring a little something to help y'all out. And it is beneficial because I created a channel. So that's why I paid what I paid. So
Right.
I just want you guys to know,
Yeah.
and I want to be honest. But
And anytime if you see me out or you see her out and you ain't got it and you just like, hey, I just want to stop and ask
Right.
a couple of questions, you
Right.
are more than welcome.
oh
man.
yeah, no, it's gonna
Awareness is where it's at.
right, and I appreciate that, but I believe in reciprocity. Like, so I'm gonna bring you something. If I ever have to record you, I'm gonna have something for you, and it's probably gonna be monetary. But hopefully we can still talk and communicate without this camera, without any money. I can check on you guys and make sure you guys good. So I'm gonna cut this short because it's hot as heck, and I don't want to do you guys like that. You know what I mean? That's
Are you for real? For real? For real? For real? For real? I mean, it's time you figure it out.